Welcome back to another video, another vlog, and today I am starting off the vlog in central London, and I've actually been called up to an event to speak to somebody called Tarun Gulati, and he is in the running to become the next mayor of London. Here is the interview. And today I'm here with Tarun Gulati, who is here to run for the next mayor of London. Welcome to
Thank you.
the video. How are you today?
Very good. As you know, thank you for having me here. As an independent candidate, I need all the support. I believe we'll win on the 2nd of May.
Absolutely, definitely. And today, I've got a lot of viewers who are young. So
Yes.
my questions to you are going to be about how you can help improve young people's lives.
Yes.
So let's get straight into it. So I have graduated from the University of Westminster, and someone who is a young adult trying to look for work, it can be quite a struggle.
Very daunting.
Yeah, and it's like you're stepping into a new phase.
Yes.
So as the next mayor of London, what would you do to help the youth in terms of helping them to get into jobs?
I think that's an excellent question. Just to give you a bit of background, I've been helping the youth, not for profit, for the last 10 years. So I started a set of awards called the 21st Century Icon Awards. They're not for profit. Individuals, finalists have come from 44 different countries. These are startups, these are Forbes 30 on 30 companies, these are sports people. There are 15 categories, all below 50. So I help the next gen. A top panel of judges from the House, 3 members from the House of Lords. You got the Lord Mayor there, and you got Denise Lewis, who's the heptathlon champion and president of the Commonwealth Games. So important people decide the winners. But because it's a not-for-profit, so I'm helping the youth there. I'm also the chairman of one of the world's largest startup foundations, which basically means 11,000 startups came last year in India from 11 different countries. Most of them are, again, which fall into the category you're talking about. So I'm very, very passionate about helping the youth. The idea is the youth are the future, and once you help them out, they will drive the economy and everything in London. So the idea is I'm having youth engagement programs. I want youth advisors to come on the advisory board for the mayor, because unless you understand the issues and indeed the solutions to alleviate those issues, which youth like yourselves can tell me. So I'm a little older, and I also want criticism. So I have a son who's Forbes 30 under 30, and he's my best critic. So you're learning also from the youth. So I want to bring them in and advise. So tell your friends, tell them for them, and we want their advice, and because they understand a lot of things we don't, but we can make sure, because London needs to be the most digitally connected, because then you can bring in technology. For those in the know, 60% of the venture funds are still coming from the US, whilst we have a very robust startup ecosystem here. So we want to have homegrown funds here. We want to have engagement from the youth. Youth councils is what I want to create, and bring in the experts. So do tell your friends that we want their help.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that brings me on to my next point. London is the place where a lot of young people come to enjoy, have a nightlife and everything. But as of recent times, there's been like a crisis of knife crime and safety. Would you be taking any action on that for like young people to feel safe when coming to London?
The safety firstly is paramount. So, I mean, one life lost is one too many, and you may be surprised that 21 teenagers lost their lives last year, 18 of them to knife crime. Under the current mayor, crime has risen. I will tackle crime with a fervor never seen before. There are several reasons for this. Firstly, it's not a one style, okay, I'm going to hire more policemen, which I will, which will solve the problem. Police stations have been shut down. You see, so I'm going to create more police stations that have been shut down, the crime is rising. Also create police booths, because they're a little cheaper to set up, and hire the right sort of talent. So all genders are protected, feel safe, particularly women, and the youth are being exploited. So you want to make sure there are education programs. Sports is key. So you've got to make sure there's sports program. Communities are key. The youth are feeling disenchanted, they're disengaged because there's not good affordable housing. Even where they're living in social housing, investment hasn't gone in, so they can call a home a home. I want communities to thrive together. I want the youth to be part of that process, which is very critical. So you want to make sure the youth, whether they are working in or they're setting up their own businesses, they should come in and advise us on the key aspects that matter to them most.
Absolutely, great. And probably this will be my final point then, final question. You know, everyone is talking about AI, technology, and people having this fear of losing their jobs to such technology. In your opinion, is it something that is good and that is going to help the majority of people, or is it something people should be scared of and is seeing it?
I don't think look, change is a constant, and artificial intelligence or AI can be used to facilitate and make things better. So you talk to policing, security, you can bring in transformational change with the help of AI. You see, whether you're talking of businesses, you can make better use of artificial intelligence to facilitate your businesses and business processes and operations. So people should not be scared of that. Yes, there will be a few mundane jobs that perhaps AI may be able to take over, but then people can be reskilled, so we will have reskilling programs. The whole idea is technology brings in innovation, brings in growth of the economy. So I think that's a requirement. In fact, I want to bring in more technology, more innovation. London should be the most digitally connected city in the world, most innovative, and that artificial intelligence is part of that. So I think your friends who are in that space, tell them that I will make sure we nurture artificial intelligence, technology and innovation is critical.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Tarun Gulati.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
And be sure to stay tuned.
Thank you.
And after the interview, I decided to walk around Oxford Street, central London. And as you can see, there's a lot of quirky, fun things around, especially near Selfridges. And the sun was shining, the weather was so good. It is really starting to feel like we are heading towards summer in London. And so I decided to make the most of it just by strolling around and soaking up the central London atmosphere. As I was walking up and down Oxford Street and walking past Selfridges, I could not help but notice the stuff that they had on display. It was really eye-catching and creative. Everybody who was walking on Oxford Street was literally just standing outside there and taking videos and pictures of them, just like I was. It is something you can't miss. So being a content creator based in London, I would be very interested to know from the people who are watching this video, where is your favorite place to visit or stay when you're in London? Let me know in the comments down below, and be sure to like, share and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one. Take care.